In the latest episode of Gold Rush, 30-year-old Parker Schnabel takes on one of his most ambitious projects yet, mining 10,000 ounces of gold at Dominion Creek, valued at an astonishing $25 million. The sheer scale of the goal underscores the high-stakes nature of Schnabel's operation, but the journey begins with more challenges than triumphs. The operation is centered on a 20-acre section known as the Long Cut, infamous for its unpredictable terrain and history of frustrating miners. Parker and his team have only managed to record 5.6 ounces of gold so far, and none of their wash plants are up and running, a major setback for any mining operation. Despite the rocky start, Schnabel remains undeterred, determined to turn Dominion Creek into one of his most profitable sites yet. After days of frustration, the team finally sees a breakthrough when the wash plant, Quicksand, powers on. The sight of its red warning light switching to green sparks hope among the crew. Quicksand is the centerpiece of the Long Cut operation, and its functionality is critical for the team to make progress. However, the plant's operational debut is marred by a series of complications. The team quickly discovers that the tray designed to channel water isn't functioning as intended. The mismanagement of water flow results in damage to the plant's pan, forcing the crew to halt operations to address the issue. Reacting quickly, the team decides to move the 30-foot water tray, re-excavate the ditch it rests in, and reposition it to redirect the water safely under the sluices. This labor-intensive adjustment temporarily restores Quicksand's functionality, but the relief is short-lived. Mounting obstacles threaten progress. Just as operations seem to be back on track, new problems arise. Sticks and debris clog the wash plant, stalling progress and requiring frequent cleanouts. Meanwhile, thick mud accumulates in the water suction basket, adding to the plant's growing list of issues. As if the natural challenges weren't enough, a loader operator accidentally strikes the radio station that powers the plant, causing a tire to explode. This unexpected mishap brings operations to a standstill, with every hour of downtime representing lost opportunities to mine gold. Despite these relentless setbacks, mechanics Mitch Blaschke and Lee step up, tackling each issue with expertise and perseverance. Their hard work eventually pays off as Quicksand is brought back online, though only briefly. The day's gold haul totals just 30.80 ounces, worth approximately $77,000, a far cry from the massive 10,000-ounce target Schnabel has set for the season. Is the Long Cut worth it? As the team reflects on the day's disappointing yield, questions arise about the decision to start with the Long Cut site. Its unpredictable terrain, coupled with Quicksand's operational struggles, has added significant pressure to what was already shaping up to be a challenging season. For Schnabel, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Long Cut operation represents a massive investment of time, money, and resources, and failure is not an option. However, the episode highlights the harsh realities of gold mining, where success often hinges on a delicate balance of skill, luck, and perseverance. Relentless determination in the face of adversity. Despite the challenges, Schnabel's determination remains unshaken. He continues to rally his team, emphasizing the importance of staying focused and finding solutions to every problem that arises. The crew's collective resilience is a testament to the grit required in an industry where setbacks are the norm rather than the exception. The journey at Dominion Creek is far from over, and with millions of dollars at stake, every decision Schnabel makes will be critical in determining the season's outcome. Only time will tell if the Long Cut will prove to be a turning point or a costly misstep in Parker Schnabel's gold mining career. Season 15 of Gold Rush kicks off with high expectations as Parker Schnabel aims to achieve his ambitious goal of 10,000 ounces of gold worth $25 million. However, the first few episodes paint a picture of frustration and setbacks, showcasing some of Parker's worst days yet on the creek. Episode 1, The Worst Cleanup Ever. Parker's strategy this season hinges on maximizing efficiency and leveraging high gold prices. The crew's focus is on Big Red, a well-established wash plant, and Parker is optimistic that their preparations will pay off. Reflecting on last season's chaos, Parker notes how relocating camp and equipment had consumed valuable time. With everything centralized now, he hopes to hit the ground running. Despite the preparations, the season starts on a sour note. Parker's decision to process old gravel from the money pit proves to be a misstep. After 34 hours of sluicing, the results are dismal, a mere 5.6 ounces of gold, valued at just $144,000. The disappointment is palpable. "Man, is that the worst cleanup we've ever done?" Parker asks, and Chris confirms it. "Broke another record, you guys, worst cleanup ever." The crew's morale takes a hit as Parker apologizes for the fruitless effort. "Sorry to make you guys do all that for this," he says. The cleanup highlights a grim reality. Parker is now 9,994.4 ounces away from his goal. Tyson voices concerns about the time spent setting up Big Red, suggesting it could have been better utilized elsewhere. Parker acknowledges the gravity of the situation, saying, "We don't have much leeway for mistakes. It's a tough beginning, and the team knows they have a long road ahead." Episode 3, A Hunger for Results. By the third episode, the crew's hopes are pinned on Roxanne, their secondary wash plant, which has finally been brought online. Mitch remarks, "Nice to have Roxanne back up and running," while Chris adds, "About time we get to loosening, huh?" The team is eager to see if Roxanne's hungry capacity can deliver the gold they desperately need. Parker's strategy for the season includes opening the long cut first, but it's a gamble. If the ground doesn't yield enough gold, it could derail his entire operation. As the sluice run concludes, the tension is high. Mitch, holding a small cleanup pan, notes its light weight. "Man, you're holding that like there's not a lot in there." The results confirm their fears. The cleanup yields only 28 ounces of gold, worth just over $777,000. It's far below the weekly target of 475 ounces. Parker needs to stay on track. Frustrated, Parker acknowledges the inefficiency. "We did a lot more moving than what's sitting there." Tyson, trying to lighten the mood, jokes about avoiding mention of the shortfall, but the underlying concern is clear. Mounting pressure. The setbacks weigh heavily on Parker and his team. As Tyson points out, the bank started washing away during their run, causing a moment of panic. Despite these challenges, Parker remains determined, though the cracks in his optimism are beginning to show. "I'm really hoping this is not going to be a theme," he says, before admitting, "I'll go broke if we keep doing this." Chris offers a glimmer of hope, saying, "Getting some good material can turn it around." It has to turn around. Parker agrees but knows that time is against them. The early struggles have set a difficult tone for the season, and the team is under immense pressure to improve their performance. Season 15 of Gold Rush shows Parker Schnabel at a crossroads. His high-stakes goals and the challenges of the early episodes reveal the harsh realities of gold mining. Despite the setbacks, Parker's resilience and the determination of his crew suggest that they'll keep pushing forward. Whether they can recover from these rocky beginnings and turn the season around remains to be seen. One thing is certain, the journey to 10,000 ounces will be anything but easy.